Aquarius, welcome to your full moon in Aries reading for September 29th, 2023. Full moons close out cycles. The cycle that you are closing out is, or rather the direction this reading is going in, is courage. It's a number one and it's your energy. So the energy of initiating something, the courage to initiate something here is the focus of this reading. Really nice. However, your focus for the next 2 weeks, right, the direction that the reading is going in, but your focus is the lovers. So this is definitely choice. I'll read it. It gives you a yes answer. Love, choices, attraction, and karmic relationships. For me, it is definitely that you're at a crossroads. You can go this way or you can go that way. It doesn't matter. It can be partnerships, bonds of any kind, but it can also just be choices. And the choices are usually between something that's very mundane and something loftier, something higher-minded. It's your choice. It's always your choice. So you get to decide what that is. But in any case, courage will be necessary to initiate this new path that you will choose or will be thinking about choosing. We'll see what happens because we're closing out a cycle here. Okay, so what is being closed out for you? Fears. That goes well with the courage card, doesn't it? Deep subconscious fears come up with the moon, and so this full moon is probably going to be very important for you, Aquarius. The thing is that the idea is not to push the fears back down so you don't see them. The idea is to face those fears head on, and by doing so you shed light on it and it dissipates the shadow, it dissipates the fear, right? You can also be quite intuitive around this time with the moon card. You get the feels. Things may seem a little bit weird, right? The moon can bring a weirdness about. But use your intuition. Feel into the situation, right? The moon is wanting you to feel. It's associated with Pisces, and Pisces is all emo. It's all feeling. Rarely do they bring logic unless they have some wonderful air quality about them. They're usually pretty much on going with the feel of something. And the nice thing is, Aquarius, you do have that logic. So you can be balanced in this feeling in the emotions. But they come up. Those fears come up. The Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. So the courage, right, to face your fears and make a wish come true. Very nice. This is interesting pairing because the Nine of Cups comes along. You get your wish when you've conquered and faced your fears. Really nice pairing. Wow, that's powerful. 9 is the accumulation of the cycle, and so we're finishing it up. Definitely see that here. This is nice. This is really nice. The only thing that you should be concerned about or leery of is being boastful, because this is Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter gives a lot. When you have Jupiter in Pisces, you can eat too much. You can drink too much. You can accumulate too much, right? Jupiter just gives and gives and gives and gives and gives. So make sure that you are not necessarily moderate. I mean, accept everything, but share and don't be boastful. If you if you want to maintain it, you can do whatever you want. But that is the caution with that card, with the Nine of Cups. What a wonderful pairing. That's really great. Which is why you have the courage, right? Goodness. Okay. You are behaving like the 10 of Swords. This may look negative, but it depends on your perspective, because there is a light here. And is this the dawn of a new day or the ending of a very difficult mental period? It is both. It is both. But what are you going to concentrate on, right? And with his little hand sign here, he's got a little peace sign there, right? I take it, and maybe for other people it's something different, but this is how I read the cards. I take it as we are seeking mental peace here, okay? Something is done and over with. One cycle is finished, and we are preparing for a new one. Let's go into this new cycle with courage, right? With the dawning of a new day, and with the perspective that we get our wish fulfillment. Okay? But again, that's your choice. Whee! Okay, Four of Wands, really, really nice. This is shared a joy. These are celebrations. People that think like us, that act like us, invite us in. Or, because this is how you're behaving, you may be inviting other people in, right? This can also be the marketplace where your ideas and your passions find a place to settle. Like you find the right shop to carry your items, your whatever you make, or you find the right group that accept your teachings. It's that kind of energy. It's really nice. It is celebrations, and it is a rite of passage. Okay, we had to go through this. Everybody's going to go through this situation. You're going through it now, and you come out victoriously, or you come out more stable and attracting the right people, the people that think like you, that act like you. These can be marriages, bar mitzvahs. It's that rite of passage kind of energy, but it doesn't matter. It's celebratory. It's wonderful. There's a bounty here. Again, there's a really nice new cycle for you. And it's all because of your courage, right? Because you had the courage to face fears. Nice. All right, so it does bring in some responsibility. You have 2 10s, okay? And so this is the courage to finish what you started. You're taking those responsibilities, the things that you're responsible for, and you're moving forward. Whether it's plodding, slow, you're going to get to the finish line, okay? Careful not to take anybody else's responsibility, so you do not cheat them out of their lessons. But, helpful is helpful. You don't want to carry everyone's burden, okay? Another 10 tells me that one cycle is ending, a new one is beginning simultaneously. And that can definitely put an extra burden or responsibility on your back, but this is moving slowly towards the finish line. And sometimes that last bit is the hardest part. But keep going. This is perseverance. You'll get there. Okay. Page of Pentacles. So if you think about it, this is the accumulation, right? The end of the Ace of Wands started you on a trajectory of a passionate beginning, and you've accumulated all these things in the middle that you're bringing a close to. You're bringing them together, okay? So they are the responsibilities that you have built up through your passionate action. Page of Pentacles here. That's my Capricorn card. This is wonderful. This is the things that we've learned that we can pass on, or that we can put into action, right? This is somebody, the Page of Pentacles is somebody who has learned something, and they're ready to show the world what they have learned. So you can pass on what you have learned. You can put it into practical use with the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Very nice. This can also be a person, Capricorn type temperament that you're dealing with, that may be putting some burden on you, or extra burden, or you're teaching them about responsibility. That's also possible here. Eight of Swords. So one of the fears is that you can be ineffectual, right? Like you're putting a lot of energy, 8, right? That frequency of 8 is power. A lot of power, a lot of energy into a struggle. And maybe you fear that it will come to nothing. It'll be ineffectual. The more energy you put into the struggle, the deeper you dig yourself into the mud. So this card is often saying, the wisdom of this card says, maybe for the next 2 weeks, or maybe prior to this, you've let things happen, right? This card says to save your energy and allow the situation to turn in your favor before you commence adding more energy to it. Okay? But again, this is what's closing out. And this is a mental prison of your own making, but that's coming to an end. And look at that. We're moving on. 6 of Swords. Moving on from this scenario. And moving to calmer emotional and mental states. Finding the equilibrium here with the number 6, right? Taking the lessons that we learned from that 5 of Swords, which is a drama that's been played out, and finding the balance within it, right? Understanding the lesson will help to balance it out. At that point, you're not a victim anymore. You can see the reason for why it happened, why those fears came up, that you challenged yourself, that you got through it fine, and really kind of taking it all in and finding that mental and emotional balance. Moving on. And this can be literally physically moving to some place, but it can also be mental and emotional. Moving on. Look at that. Okay. 9 of Pentacles goes really well with this 9 of Cups. This is telling me that there is a strong, independent person now here. That through your own hard work, you've created the life that you want, the financial situation that you want, the things of the earth, because we're looking at Pentacles, right? But it is an independent energy. It's also inheritance, so maybe you receive some money. That would be nice. And maybe it's a lot, because Jupiter gives a lot. But it can also just be the feeling of being independent, and that, for me, this is the card of you are the money. Right? If you're looking for a job or you feel that you don't have it or something, you're the money. What you do generates your financial situation or the security that you feel. You're the money. It's a good card. It's definitely some financial reward, as well as feeling stable in your health situation, but just feeling independent. Excellent. Really nice. Okay. So financial independence, whatever. The courage that it took to stand on your own 2 feet, to make what you wanted to happen in your life happen, and to face your fears and overcome them. Super. What does Spirit want you to know? You have the High Priestess. Intuition. Repression is the negative side of this. Subconscious. I think for me, though, it's my super consciousness. So I think the moon is your subconscious, but that's me. I'm reading what the card says. You can take what you want from it. Perception, how you perceive the situation, right? Secrets revealed. That can even be this area here, and especially that 9 of Cups. I don't see so much secrets revealed here, but that can be for somebody. Superficiality. Sometimes that can be this card as well, and this card. But I think after the lessons that you've learned and the courage that it takes, I don't think it's superficial at all. So, at least in this reading. Okay, so, and that would be the negative side of the High Priestess. For me, the High Priestess is your divinity. It is what you hold sacred. It is what you base your vision and your concept on, right? If you, like I said, if you deem trees as being sacred, you become an arborist or a forest ranger or something like that. You protect the trees. If you believe home and family are important, you become a parent, you become a house builder, you know, a constructor, or you become an architect, or it's that kind of energy. but it is a higher energy. It is your divinity, and it is what you hold sacred. Okay, that was a lot, Aquarius. I hope it's been helpful. I offer these readings in the hopes that it's helpful to you. I am grateful for your time that you take to listen and the energy that you use. And like I said, I just hope that you can find something in there that helps your situation. This is a really good reading. I wish you the very best. I will speak to you in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Take good care. Talk to you soon.